Welcome back again, rum lovers. It's Jamie of Ready Set Rum, and today we are going back to my homeland of Trinidad with a one-time limited release from Plantation. This is the Plantation Trinidad 2009. You guys all know about Plantation. They part own a bunch of rum companies. Example, Word in Jamaica, in Barbados, Monimos, they own part of Monimos as well, and they pretty much buy a lot of rums, aged rums, send it to France, age it for a while, and then bottle it, right? So this is Trinidad's release. This is one of the Trinidad's release. They have a multiple of them, and this is a one-time limited edition 2009. Alright, let's read some of the specs on it. It's one-time release. They got 24 casks. Distilled at Trinidad Distillers Limited. Raw material molasses fermentation 3 days. Distillation, the 4 columns. You know, Trinidad has a 4 and a 5, and these things are massive. The 4 is like a 4-story building basically, and the 5 is 5-story. Right, distilled in 2009 and aged until 2021. 12 years tropical. 12 years aged in total. 11 is bourbon barrel aged in Trinidad, and then 1 year continental in France, right, in Ferrand casks. So the ester count on this is 205, volatile compounds 512. So pretty high esters for Trinidad. Dosage 0. Right, so for all those who complain Plantation has too much sugar, this has 0 sugar added, right? And you know how I feel about sugar. I don't really mind, honestly. Like, I don't like too much sugar. It just gets ridiculous with some companies. A little sugar won't kill anyone. I know. Some people say that, well, you know, the sugar is masking the quality of the rum, right? And that is a good argument, honestly. You know, if the master blender is great, then you should have great rum, and you shouldn't be hiding your bad rum by adding sugar. The sugar takes off some of the heat and stuff sometimes, and just gives you a nice coating on the palate. But really and truly, you know, this has 0, so this tells you immediately there's no hiding behind anything on this one, right? Alcohol content 51.8. Now this is higher than any proof Trinidad puts out, right? Trinidad's brand is called Angostura, and even on the limited releases they only do 44.7. Now I don't know exactly why they do that, but my assumption is because the bitters, which is pretty much the signature product of Angostura bitters, that bottle with the yellow cap on it, is, you know, what is to be like the main seller for Trinidad, for Angostura. And they have their bottle, the bitters, has 44.7% alcohol. So I think that's why they probably decide on the 44.7 on all the other limited releases. Now check out in the link below, because I have done, I'll just check on the website on my YouTube channel itself, because I've done a ton, but I've done quite a few Angostura rums. I'm gonna do some more. You know, as you know, I'm an island boy from the island of Tobago, so Trinidad and Tobago rums is, you know, it holds a special place in my heart, right? All right, so poured it up. This is higher proof than anything in Trinidad, which honestly I wish Trinidad would produce some higher proofs. You know, they've been releasing these limited releases every year for the last couple of years now. I'd really like for you guys to up the proof on those. 44 is pretty decent, but you know, hit us with, like, you know, for your 60-something anniversary, hit us with a 60-something proof. You know, sell it for a ton of money. I don't mind. I'm gonna buy it anyway, right? So just an idea out there for any of you guys from Angostura who look at my videos. I hope you guys do. Love the product, but definitely, you know, a little more high on the proof. And I'm gonna review. I got 2 of your last releases from Angostura, the Symphony and the Distiller's Cut. I'm gonna do a review of those soon. All right. So on the color, Nice. It's come more gold than amber, I would say. More gold than amber. We're looking at the legs. The legs are forming. So you know, some big legs there. Some running pretty quick. Some barely even forming. So definitely should have a good body. So remember, they said they had 525 volatile compound, 200 esters. Now Trinidad usually doesn't give you that kind of information, and that's why I'm always happy to buy rums from Plantation. I love the detail, right? I love letting me know what the age is, what the column is, what the fermentation is, all that information. And the thing about it is, like, even when they have bottles, certain bottles they have, and I'm going to review those, that don't really tell you all that information. So they really do a good job of even presenting information on their website. So this bottle has a lot of information here, but even the website, you could go and you get flavor notes and all that kind of stuff. So that's the thing. Like, I just love how transparent they are when it comes to presenting this type of information, right? So they still have all the same information, but then they give you nose, palate, and finish, and they give you the long spiel that it probably isn't on this bottle, but probably was on the box or something, right? So definitely some good stuff. So let's get into it. Let's get into the nosing. I already give you the legs. Legs were good. Let's get to the nose. Just smells of Trinidad. Trinidad has a unique smell. There's definitely a slight nuttiness on that. Orange zest, orangey. Like, it's very typical to have that type of nose. All right, the more I inhale, I'm getting some more deep fruits and stuff on there. I'm getting happy about this. Let's get to the palate. Bright orange, fruity, goes dry on my palate, not too dry on my palate, warming on my chest. Slight bitterness in the end there, not too much, not overpowering the bitterness, but some bitter coffee, slight chocolate type notes I'm getting. That might be getting some coconut. That's good. So that's my first tasting. Get to the second. Sometimes on your second taste, you get a bit more of those bitter notes after your palate's already coated. Let's go again. Still that bright citrus. So that odd Trinidad note you usually get. Almost tastes like another spirit. Almost tastes kind of like a bourbon to some extent, but it's like it's like an odd nutty kind of flavor. It's light. It's unique, but it's not like a heavy note. But you know, it's hard to describe. Definitely that's a Trinidad rum. Trinidad just has that unique note on it. Definitely good stuff. Definitely good stuff. Let's get to their nose and their tasting notes. On the nose, there's tonka bean, vanilla. They always say Trinidad tastes like vanilla. I've tried it so many times, I just don't think vanilla is it. It's vanilla-y. I don't know, it's kind of like, it's not, I think it's more than vanilla to me. But tonka bean is the first note they said. Never had a tonka bean, don't know what that is. No, it isn't Trinidad, but like, I can't remember smelling a tonka bean. You know, like, it's something that you grew up with, but it's not like all up in your face like that. So tonka bean, vanilla, caramel, coffee. I did say coffee. Cooked fruits. That was my fruitiness that I was getting. Nuts, fresh spices. Is that what Trinidad is? Is it Trinidad tonka bean? I did get nuts. I do smell nuts on it. Fresh spices. Touch of floral hint. No, you really gotta. Where can I buy a tonka bean? Tonka bean. Tonka. Tonka bean. I need to find myself a tonka bean because I don't know what that smells like, honestly. But vanilla, caramel, yeah, coffee, cooked fruits, nuts. Surprised they didn't say orange or orange zest, because I'm definitely getting that. Palate, hints of pastries, hints of light petroleum fuel. Yeah, light petrol notes. Agreed. Maybe that's what Trinidad is. Maybe Trinidad is light petrol fuel. Maybe Angostura is a light petrol fuel type of vibe. Light petrol fuel and nuts. I don't know, light hint of pastries. I don't think I got that at all. On the finish, bitter almonds, exert, hints of citrus. To me, the citrus, they said on the finish, but the citrus to me was just there on the nose, on the palate, on the finish. Like everywhere, there was citrus notes. To me, that's more Trinidad. Trinidad has a lot of citrus to me. Vanilla is there, but like I think the citrus is more there. Bitter almond. I did say about the bitter note. I thought it was chocolate or coffee, but that sounds about right. The almond note that from exert kind of taste. Definitely Trinidad. I wonder what exactly the Ferrand casks adds to it, because it just tastes so much Trinidad. It's a slight. All Trinidadads are just slightly different, and this is definitely it's higher proof than any other Trinidad you could get. And there's a slight. Is it like more almonds on there? I'm trying to think about all the other ones. I did do some. I did drink some Trinidad today. Drank some of the limited releases. Myself and Moya went through some of them. Had a good time. Had Jamaica's. Moya is one of my in-laws, so we had Sunday lunch here, and definitely, me and Moya get together. We had to take some sips. So we went through about 5 or 6 rums that she didn't try before. Definitely, we're gonna have Moya back on to do some more reviews with you guys. All right, but today, I don't know. I think we didn't plan it out. We tasted a bit too much before and just did not have time to get into actual doing a rum review. I think maybe just gonna do a live one day, just like, hey, me and Moya sit here drinking. I'm gonna put on the live and just do a live stream, because I don't know, most times we get around to drinking and not get around to actually doing a review. Alright, guys, enough of me rambling, talking about personal stuff. It's a must buy, must try, must have. It's one of the most unique rums out of Trinidad. If you like Trinidad rums, this is definitely, you can't miss it. You just can't miss it. Is it really a must have? It's a must buy. It's a must buy. Honestly, you know what it is. Plantation always comes out with new stuff. And they always come with a new Trinidad anyway. So, is it the best Trinidad I've had from them? Yes. So to me, you must buy a bottle, right? To definitely try. If you like Trinidad especially, you definitely need to get a bottle of this. But is it crazy unique in the rum sphere? Is it crazy unique that I can't not have it? Not really. It's good. It's a good Trinidad rum. But I like funky stuff. So if you're a funky guy, this isn't a funky rum. Even with the Ester count of 205. Nothing close to like what you get off a Jamaican, right? Because there's a column still on a pot still, so your funk levels just isn't there, no matter how much esters it is. But it does give you a better mouthfeel. It does give you some good tasting notes. Definitely a good quality rum. And this, I think, is about $75. Yeah, I think this. Let me look it up real quick. Bitters and Butter has it in California for 78 something. I think Florida Rum Society also have it probably like $75. So that's about the price range for this. Is it with $75? Yes. Still a must buy at $75. Honestly, I would get this in America. So in America, they got the 1824, which you can get for like $50 in New York, which is a great price. Now in Florida here, it's like $65 for a 12 year, and this is also a 12 year, but it's a way higher proof. So a 12 year at 51 proof for $75. I'll spring for this at $75 instead of getting the 12 year from Trinidad for about 65 to 70 bucks. I just add that extra, say 65 bucks, add extra 10, you get this one, right? And definitely doesn't taste similar. Like, I don't think it, there's some similar notes, but I think the Trinidad 1824 has a bit more of that bittery notes on there. You know, more bittery, more oaky. I think maybe because they cut it off at 11 from tropical and move it to France like last year, it really doesn't add that much oak flavor to it, right? Being aged in UK just doesn't give you that strong So, but definitely this is a good rum and definitely a must buy. Alright guys, like this video, comment and subscribe, and also make sure and look at the next video coming up and check out my Trinidad playlist. I'm definitely gonna make a Trinidad playlist from all the Trinidad rums I've had. I try to like group them. I have a couple playlists. I think I have Barbados, I definitely have a Jamaica, I have Overproof. I'm definitely gonna make a Trinidad now that I have probably my 3rd or 4th Trinidad rum review. Alright guys, ready set rum, taking it around the world, one rum at a time. Cheers.